Welcome to my channel, Casey. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm just going to ask you a couple questions about the company Hallo or Halo.
Mhm.
What was it again?
It's
How
hollow.
is it? Holla.
Hello.
It's kind of like holler, hollow.
Yeah.
Let's just start. Please tell us a little bit
Sure.
about yourself.
All right. My name is Casey. I am a wife, a mom of two grown kids, so I'm an empty nester. And I've been teaching for a very long time. Even before I got my degree, I was teaching in Japan, English classes, and then we moved to Germany, and I became a teacher there, and I taught American children for about 9 years there and 7 years in Japan. So, and
Wow.
now I've been online for about 3 years. So,
Oh,
yeah,
cool. Which one do you prefer, online or actually, face to face?
they both have their perks, right? Online is different. It's usually less students, not as much parent conferences, not, no standardized testing, that kind of stuff. But there's just something about being in the classroom, and I teach early childhood, so all my kindergarten babies, I miss that.
So you prefer the
So
littles?
I do, yeah. I like to have fun with the little guys, and yeah, that's just my personality, I guess.
Yeah, because you're very bubbly, like naturally, it seems like. So it's like a perfect match for the little ones.
Yeah, some don't realize how strict I am in my classroom, but
You
but
strictly?
I am strict, but we have a great time. So it's just they just have to learn when to play and when to listen. And I think I think that's probably one of my strengths is the beginning of the school year. I just lay it all out, and that's I don't have much of a problem with it. So
Well, good, because that's it's good to set the standards and the expectations early on.
yeah,
I'm putting my
hmm
counseling hat on now.
right,
I know that children developmentally,
yeah.
consistency and stability is very important. So that's
Mhm.
good to set it up front and continue with it.
At the beginning of the year, I would say, "Oh, you didn't know we don't whine in kindergarten? We
Mm.
don't cry unless we get hurt," or and I just give that example, and they just say, "Oh," and I never have a problem with it.
Oh, cool. So you
Yeah.
mentioned working online and I guess face to face. What
Mhm.
companies online have you worked with
So
and currently
VIP
working with
and what?
and currently working with?
Okay, so VIP Kid was my first experience online. I had a few friends that were already on the platform, and I am still part of Global, but haven't taught for them yet.
Me too.
Outschool, I've done a few classes for them. I did enjoy my flex classes on there, so I am still active on Outschool. Kid Pass, that's kind of been my go-to as of late. They've just been it's a platform for kids. I love doing story time. They have kind of a younger crowd than Outschool, it seems.
Mm.
And they're paying for live stages, so like a 30-minute demo. So I've been enjoying those. I haven't done any booked classes because I've been mostly doing just the live stages and then helping teachers get started on the platform. And the last one is Hollow. And Hollow is a lot of fun because it is adult learners. So it's something
Oh, it's adult.
somewhat of a change, even though I taught adults in Japan. So it just seems like a fun new thing for me.
Yeah, it's so funny. The same thing with me. I'm now working native camp very privately, but I mostly get adults. I've gotten some kids, and
hmm
I counsel adults, so I'm used to that, but I'm not used to like teaching them. Well, in a
Yeah.
sense, I do teach them also, but it's just different. And
hmm
I've been enjoying it with native camp. I've learned so
Yeah.
much about the culture and just their personal lives. It's amazing. And I know you mentioned
hmm
you lived in Japan before. It's
Yeah.
a beautiful city. They've actually, I think I mentioned it in our interview last time, but this one student took me on a Google map tour of Tokyo, and I was just
Oh,
amazed. And yeah,
yeah.
he like showed me pictures and stuff, and I was like, I want to, obviously one day I want to travel everywhere, but I do want to
Yeah,
travel to Tokyo.
yeah. I
Yeah,
love it. Love
that's my that is that where you were stationed? Were you
Yes.
in Tokyo?
Hmm.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Right.
We
So
were yeah, in
good.
Japan for 7 years, but I was a teacher for there, and then in Germany I was a teacher on base too.
Wow, so cool. Um,
Mhm.
so let's get into Hallo.
Hello.
What is Hallo?
Yes. So it's an adult platform and it's more geared towards conversations. And I really like that. It's grammar is not my strong suit. A lot of the students might ask questions about grammar and things, but conversational English is my jam. I used to be able to go to a coffee shop and have my classes there, and we would talk over coffee and just use the language, learn about each other. So Hollow kind of has that vibe where you just kind of sit across from your students and talk and chat. Their biggest things are live stream classes. So it's kind of like YouTube. You go up there live, you don't know who's watching at the time. Students can choose to come on, and you will get $2 per student that come on with you.
Mhm.
But that's just kind of a way to market yourself. I don't really, it's not the all encompassing way to make the money, right? Because you might get $0, but you're putting yourself out there, they're seeing your face, you're being introduced to the students, that kind of thing. The
Mhm.
next way is the live stream classes where you're actually like in a class, they book your class and you have that like twice a week for however many weeks. Um,
Is
that
that
is,
one-on-one?
nope, that is lots. You can have up to like, I think it's 35 students, but only so many can hop on with you at a time that can go
Oh,
live and stuff with you. So
okay.
they pay for like a group of classes. So you might have a theme or something for
Mm.
those things. And then you can do private one-on-ones. But I would say the live classes are the way to go right now.
Wow, cool.
Mhm.
So, if I'm understanding correctly, you come on the platform, I guess the Hollow platform, correct?
Uh-huh.
And
Yeah.
then I guess does it send a message or do you have followers or how do people know you're on and live?
Right. So on the live streams, you have followers. So I think I'm at like 22.9 thousand followers on my Hollow. So when you go up there, they will get notified that you're up there. But if they've booked your class, then it's steady throughout the whole time. So
But the book classes and the live streams are different.
yes.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you can talk about anything, you can any topic.
Uh-huh. There are like, there are some policy ones about religion and stuff.
Yeah.
So I would just suggest that you read through those, but pretty much whatever. There are some teachers doing really well with some different topics. One talks about horror stories and movies and stuff like that, and they write their own or something like it's just they want this conversation about diverse topics.
Cool. And it's cool because then you get to see how other people think about a subject matter, and you get different
Yeah.
viewpoints, about
Hmm.
that subject matter. That sounds pretty cool. So
Yeah, it is.
how do you get the followers?
Pretty much every time I just go in there and go live or just refresh my screen, there's new people looking at the teacher profiles and things. So you just have a and they can follow many teachers. When you first get started, you are like introduced,
Okay,
and you'll get a bunch of followers right away.
okay, cool. So you're like highlighted like a new teacher and
Hmm.
oh, that's good.
There's
I,
a new teacher section for you. Yeah.
okay. That's the same thing with Native Camp. They highlight you the first week. So it initially you're just like, whoa, where are all these people coming from? But when you find out that
Yeah.
you're being highlighted, which I think it's so cool because starting new, you don't have any reviews, you don't have anything.
Yeah.
So good job, Hello.
Yeah.
So what are the requirements? If somebody wanted to start with Hollow, what are the requirements that they need?
Awesome. So you need to be at least 18 years old. You need to be currently located in and full-time resident of the US, Canada, Australia, UK, New Zealand, Ireland, or South Africa. I think I got them
Oh,
all.
that's okay. So they do open up to South Africa. That's cool.
Hmm. They want you to just be excited, share your expertise and interests. Like, what are you passionate about teaching? What can you offer on there? Let's see. Consider getting a TESOL certified. I think they will be having a link if you don't already have one, or have 1 year ESL teaching experience. So most of us that are coming from other platforms, we're probably good to go on this one.
Yeah.
Um, but they are asking, like, consider getting a TESOL or something, and you can get them fairly cheap. I have a link I never remember to use, but what's the site? Do you have one?
Oh, yeah, I have one for an Open International Academy or something like
Yes, Open
that.
International Academy, and you can get it for like
Okay.
20 bucks or under 20 bucks, you know. So it's just something, a professional development, right? A way to make yourself stand out a little better.
Yeah.
And then have direct deposit or access to PayPal. That's it. So
Do they
no degree
require
required.
for you to, like, do a demo, or how's the application process?
Yes, there is a demo. And guys, we are teaching adults. And I will say that when they get the demo of, hi, they're kind of like, no, wrong platform. So make sure you know your audience. Being bubbly and outgoing is okay, but talking down like you're talking to a 5-year-old is not going to get you anywhere on this platform. Um, so yeah.
The speed, do they want you to have a, like, a quicker speed in your speaking, or slower?
I would say a moderate. Like, I'm from Boston, so I slow myself down sometimes, but they don't want a very slow,
Okay.
drawn out. A lot of them probably have some type of English knowledge. Some of them have a lot, and they have a lot of vocabulary or grammar, and they just need the conversation. So, talk as we talk, and then so they can hear it and start conversing with you.
Okay, cool. So, and what's the pay, or hours? Some information around
So,
that.
yeah, hours are whatever you want because it is global. They have done launches in Korea, and now they're launching um, in India. There's like this,
Oh,
um, yeah, there's some upcoming fun things coming up. So you'll want to check it out. As far as pay, you set your own pay as teachers. They do have a minimum, so you don't want to go below their minimum.
okay.
It's a professional platform, so they
What's
do
their
suggest
minimum?
a
Do you know?
like, they don't want you to charge less than 7 something. I don't know, there's all different teachers with all different prices on there.
Okay.
Um, yeah, so you set your own schedule, you set your own live stream class prices and things like that.
So is it the pay? Is it like nothing under seven something per student, or per live stream? How does that work?
It's per class,
Okay.
per student. Yeah, so they're going to pay for so many classes.
So you get $7. So let's just say it's 5 students that come and join your class. It's $7 for each student that you receive.
Mhm, yep.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yep.
Okay. And then the live
So, and then they take, I believe it's 25.
something
I
like
think it's 25%, but I'll look into that one.
okay. That's kind of like
Mhm.
out school with 30%.
Yeah, and Kid
That's,
Pass is 25%. So I just want to make sure I'm giving you guys the the correct one. But
I mean, that's cool. It's less than out school, so that's good. So they take 25% of whatever your pay is at the end.
yes, so I'll check into that too and just to make sure I have the right number.
Okay.
But
And for the live streams, is it a different set price, or is it
well, the
standard?
live streams, sorry, the live streams are like I said, they're not paid unless students decide to hop on with you, then they can pay $2. And when they hop on with you, it's kind of like this, where we're talking back and forth and they're on screen as well.
Oh, and but everybody can see it.
Yes. Mhm.
Oh, okay. So anybody that hops on, ching, $2. You hop on, $2.
Right. So they can come on and listen for a little while, but if they want to interact and stuff, then they pay.
Oh, I see. So if they want the back and forth, they have to pay $2. And where
Yeah.
are these students from?
All over. I would say I have a lot of students from the Middle East, mostly.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's kind of a different group right now
Yeah.
than I've been on other platforms. So
Wow,
mhm.
that's awesome, because then you get to learn about their culture. Do you talk to them about anything? Any topic, anything?
Yeah, yeah. And
Oh,
sometimes I like to just kind of chat. Like the first time I did like a rapport building of myself and who I am, that kind of thing. Um, I don't know. It's just a lot of fun. I was in Disney when I went live one time and just showed them, here's my family, and we're in Disney, and this is our hotel. And
oh,
so I am starting a new series all about traveling and things because I love to travel. So,
me too.
how do you travel on the airplane? What kind of things are going to be asked of you? What do you do in the airport? That kind of thing. I think that would be a lot of fun as well.
That's cool. So it's
So,
kind of like you're vlogging your life, basically.
right. Hmm.
And then you just upload those to your platform, and then the students watch it. How does that work?
Hmm.
Oh, okay.
Well, they're live. So you're just
Oh,
kind
that's
of live. Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
How how is that? That's like when you're outside in the world, you can't I guess you have the control over things that are happening out there.
Right.
But you're live, I guess because you're adults that if things happen or if there's noise and like how does
Yeah.
that
And
work?
I would say use it to your advantage. You like tell them what's going on, talk to them about it. They just want to hear you. The hardest part for me is when nobody's there and I'm just kind of like doo talking to myself. But the live streams, you can come on and go it, as you please. The live stream classes, they're more of a set time. So
Oh, okay.
yeah.
So cool. I thought about going on to Hallo before, and I was looking at the different things they offer because they we do this and we do this and we do this, and I was
Yes.
just like, oh, okay, 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 but what
They have
I do?
started to like streamline everything. It was
Okay,
so new before, and there was like these group courses and things like that. So they kind of found their niche on what works, and that's basically like a social media conversation type thing.
wow. So do you have like a profile where they can go in and see some of your videos? Do you have to like upload a self
Yeah.
introduction video?
Yeah, I uploaded one of my videos just basically saying, "Hello students, this is me, who I am," that type of thing. So you do have a profile and they can go through and see your classes.
Uh,
So
well, it sounds like
yeah, it's a lot of fun.
a cool addition to everything else, that you're doing. And
Yeah, and it's different.
yeah.
It's not just sometimes you teach a lot of VIP Kid or some of the other platforms with a lot of kids, and you're just exhausted after, all of the TPR and showing what just it's just different. You're just kind of having these conversations and just try to make them engaging for the adults, and
Yes.
they get it. If you're talking about your family and they have a family, they're understanding that. So it's different. It's just fun.
Yeah. It's funny because I had like I mentioned with the adults, I've been loving teaching them because it is like a conversation with any other adult
Mhm.
that you would have
Yeah.
normally. Where is Holly
Right.
located? That's what I forgot to ask you.
Um, well, the founder is actually from South Korea, but he has been here in America for a long time, and I think they started this in Utah. They got a lot like that's where they kind of started getting the ball rolling there, and yeah, he's very passionate. If you like, I had an interview with him, and you could just see how important it is to him. He
Cool.
teaches on the platform as well because he just loves that part.
Oh, that's
Um,
awesome.
Yeah, you would never know his ESL, like, his language skills are just amazing. But he's a smart guy, like, technology and everything, you can see he's really, really just enjoying this that he's making this platform, so
Cool. That makes me feel a little bit better about even joining because if the owner and CEO is actually on the platform, you know, it-
every day I think I see him teaching. I think I see him go on there every day, and he's
wow,
constantly looking for ways to grow and build, and I think they've had, like, 1,000,000 students on the site, not all at one time, but
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it's a big platform.
Cool. All right. So for anybody that wants to join
Yes.
Hollow, how do they get started?
Yeah, so you'd go to hollow.tv, and then there's a button that says teach, and They have like about Hollow, how to get started, FAQs for teachers. It's all right there.
Yeah.
They will ask if you have a referring teacher. You're welcome to use mine at KC1, or it's KASIE. Or there's tons of teachers. So if you see a teacher that you click with, you use their handle, and reach out to them, and they can help you get started. So it's
I'm gonna
it's pretty simple.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the information in the description box below. So you guys
Thanks.
will have all of Casey's information, even her YouTube channel. You have two, right?
I do. I have one is Teacher Casey that it's all about different platforms. Like Donna came on and talked about native camp. So I don't I don't necessarily like use them to gain teachers and everything, but it's just kind of to get the word out. Today we did one on just like a new feature coming out on OutSchool. So it's just a teacher
Oh,
platform, a teacher YouTube channel to get some info.
yeah.
My other one is just business, and I've just kind of became an entrepreneur and learning and growing, and it's kind of my journey and what's going on there. So,
Oh, that's awesome. I've been on both channels and she's got some great videos. So go check her out.
thanks.
You're welcome. Anything else that before we sign off that you want to say about Hollow?
I don't think so. I think you just have to kind of get on there to see it, like how it's laid out and the live streams and stuff. So I would say just kind of go to hollow.tv and click around and look at things because it is different. It is fun. So, and
I'm
they've got a
glad.
big launch coming up. So,
Oh, big launch. Okay. Well, I'm
yep, gonna
excited.
launch in India. So, more information coming out soon, but it'll
Yeah.
be fun for teachers as well.
I'm actually like after having a conversation, I'm glad that we did this. Having a conversation with you because it's easy when you have another teacher who's actually been doing it for a while. It's cool to see
Yeah.
their experience, get a little bit more of the background, um,
Hmm.
like behind the scenes. So I'm going to apply with your code.
Nice.
And I will let you and let y'all know how it went. So hopefully
Yes.
it'll be another what, like 4, 5, 6 thing that I'm doing.
Right. We all have all these like balls up in the air, just like, all right, all these different
Yeah.
hats to wear.
Well, that's what I did, a day of my life video, and I wanted to show people how my day is really not crazy because a lot of people were like, "Oh my goodness, how do you do like 5 or 6 jobs?" I'm like, because
Right.
I schedule it myself. It's all
Gotcha.
entrepreneurial. I don't have it. They're all besides Native Camp. They're all my businesses. So
Yeah.
it's something that I just schedule. So if I want 2 hours in the afternoon with no break, I mean
Yeah.
with nothing to do as a break, that's what I do.
I think I've seen that video. I think you even get a workout in, right? Is that
Every day. I work out at least
yeah?
5 to 6 days a week. I need that
Nice.
to
Mhm.
recharge,
Yeah.
especially before the counseling sessions. They're a little bit deeper, a little bit
Yeah.
more mentally charging. So I need to get, because the little kids I have in the morning, so I need to get that out. And
Right.
yeah, so it's cool that we can add different online companies or different entrepreneurial ventures into
Yeah.
our day to day because we're entrepreneurs. So
We get to choose our schedule.
love it.
Love it.
So make sure you guys go and check out Teacher Casey. I will put all her
Yeah.
information in the description box below. Thank you so much for joining me. I've learned so much about Hollow and about you again. So thank you.
Thanks for having me. I'll see you guys next time.